Welcome back, dear viewers. Now we are joined over the phone by Professor Dr. Wael Badawy, Head of Data Science and Cyber Security School of Artificial Intelligence in a private university. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So, sir, Egypt is to launch the second phase of the National Strategy for Artificial Intelligence. Can you tell us more about the main aims of this plan?
The plan, as was announced by the Minister of Communication and Information Technology, it will move the Council for AI to make a recommendation and study for 3 years.
Yes.
Different aspects of the new development of AI, including the impact on society, sustainable development, entrepreneurship, and they will make coordination between different ministers to establish new programs that support youth and the new businesses to join this new economical value of artificial intelligence. This step is really its own time because currently we are aware that the EU established a new law. Although the law is not signed by all states or all countries in the EU, however, the establishment of the law itself, it means that there are new regulations coming, which means there will be new businesses and a new development in this area. So Egypt has the lead by taking this step concurrently with what was going in the European Union.
So also the first phase of the strategy will end in May 2024, and it aims to use artificial intelligence technologies to support achievements of Egypt's sustainable development goals. How can artificial intelligence serve the sustainable development goals?
Artificial intelligence is a form of automation which gives the machine or the automated system more empowerment of making certain of uncertainty. So rolling in artificial intelligence services in simple services like personal assistant, automatic phone call reply for banks, call center services, rolling it into automatic detection of fraud in financial, automatic detection of license plate, rolling it into different government services, rolling AI into different pillar of economy, and this will create economical value. The sustainable developments, part of it is the automation and using less paperwork, using less carbon, reduce the carbon footprint. So all of these activities could be automated using artificial intelligence. For the normal viewer who wants to understand, AI is a more advanced calculator than the calculator you have in your hand. You have to look at it from this perspective. It's a much powerful automation because it takes it takes some uncertainty and they make a decision. So creating economy based on artificial intelligence, prepare labor forces ready for artificial intelligence, actually train the current labor to incorporate application of artificial intelligence in their work. All of these will feed or will help the society and the economy into catching the second phase. So having new 3 years in this council, it's actually a very brilliant and creative move of our government.
So, sir, also, how can we raise the public awareness of artificial intelligence and teach them more about it?
Currently, on the public awareness, I believe majority of at least people I know in this community, we always make public presentations, public circles, and public discussions. We come to shows like you and try to discuss in a very layman term, very simple terms, what are the value, what are the gaps, what is the risk, and how we can use it. The main issue we want to say is artificial intelligence will not come as artificial intelligence. It will come as embedded as part of the current systems you are using. currently artificial intelligence exists in social media. It recognizes your voice, it recognizes what you like from posts, it recognizes what you don't like, it gives you more advertisement to what you click on. So artificial intelligence is not coming as a standalone, it comes embedded into different programs and different applications. Application you use for your office. So what we do is we go around and make public presentations in all libraries, in TV shows, in different forums, and we start to discuss the ethics, we discuss the risk, we try to put in front of the users some information to make sure that this AI is understandable and what the limitation. And there are many of us, me and many of people in this area, we write simple columns in a very general newspapers and online platform, very simple columns for people using layman term in Arabic, so people can understand that what are the limitations of this AI and they don't get scared. Public must be looking for the information. They must equip themselves with search and looking outward toward what kind of this information and how to partition them and how to use them.
So, sir, what are the challenges that still face artificial intelligence here in Egypt?
You mean in Egypt?
Yes, in Egypt, the challenges that face.
The main challenge is artificial intelligence is an advanced processing, which means it needs a much higher computers. It needs internet. So one of the main challenges for artificial intelligence in Egypt is the infrastructure. Is we don't have enough network and enough computing to host local artificial intelligence engine for everybody to use. There are some infrastructure available right now in the new capital. There are some infrastructure in some companies like communication companies, but we as a public, as a universities, as schools, we don't have this infrastructure in terms of computers, as well as internet and accessibility. And everything else actually is not difficult because our graduates from our schools, for example, they are using some sort of artificial intelligence on a low power computers because so they can migrate their skills to the right platform. I believe the biggest challenge right now is the infrastructure and the equipment, not the knowledge. We are kind of knowledgeable to be able to implement several applications in medical, in billing, in banks, in communication. And in communication, by the way, they do fault tolerant and they do balanced load on communication towers for cell phone using artificial intelligence. And I used to have students, graduate students working in major communication companies are using this technology like 2-3 years ago.
So, sir, do you expect artificial intelligence to dominate in the coming period in the job market?
No.
Not in the coming years.
No.
Yes.
It will not dominate in the market. It will change the way we do the business. For example, if you have a doctor, the doctor will get the X-ray to the artificial intelligence, get a preliminary decision, and then the doctor will make a decision based on advice of a computer. It's no different than making a blood test and then the doctor will go through all of them. Now the artificial intelligence will give a written report to the doctor, so the doctor has to verify. Artificial intelligence will not take our jobs, it will modify how we do the work. For example, we used to run in shops and people run coupon by hand. After that, we start to have the automatic telling where you go and you scan with the barcode the food. This is modification. So now the teller is not writing by hand or counting by hand. The teller is using the bar to be able to scan different goods and give you a bill. We used to pay cash. Now we pay with credit card. So now the teller has to understand how to give you the card to put the PIN number. So all of this is changing inside a simple teller in a grocery store. It's coming to all of our jobs because advanced processing of computers, it's actually applied to all the jobs, even agriculture. So having automatic agriculture guided by computers, it means the farmer now needs to understand simple use. If you understand mechanics, mechanical work right now in the mechanic shop, it includes a computer to test your vehicle. 20, 50 years ago, we didn't have computers. We didn't even have electricity in some of the mechanic shops. So we don't get scared that the jobs will be replaced. The jobs will be modified. Number of workers in this area may be less, but there will be different type of jobs which will absorb the people who are not who have been left in this particular career, because the artificial intelligence has new jobs, has jobs in data arrangement, in data arranging data, testing, validation, and verifying, and to make sure so many things to happen correctly. So it's not taking over our job.
Yes, I'd like to thank you, Professor Dr. Wael Badawy, Head of Data Science and Cybersecurity, School of Artificial Intelligence at a private university here in Egypt. Thank you, Dr. Wael. And by that, dear viewers, we come to the end of today's edition of Cairo Local Time. Thank you for watching.